My beloved child, listen to me. You have walked through shadows, carrying burdens too heavy for your heart. You have looked back at your past and felt the sting of regret, the weight of choices made, the echoes of words spoken and unspoken. But I tell you now, what you see as chains are mere illusions. They cannot hold you unless you let them. Do you think I created you only to be trapped in what has been? Do you believe I have called you by name, breathed life into you, and poured my spirit upon you only for you to be shackled by yesterday? No, my child. The past may whisper, but it has no power over the one I have redeemed. You look at your mistakes and see failure. I look at you and see my creation still unfolding. You remember the times you fell, but I see the times you stood back up. You replay your regrets, but I see the fire in you, still burning, still reaching for more. The enemy wants you to believe you are nothing but your history. But I tell you, you are my child, and my plans for you are greater than what lies behind. There are moments when you feel trapped, as if no matter how far you walk, the past follows. But that is a lie. The past only lingers where you invite it. It holds no authority unless you give it power. And I, the one who made you, the one who knows you more deeply than you know yourself, I have already set you free. My child, do you not see? The enemy loves to remind you of where you have been because he fears where you are going. He will whisper your past in your ear, hoping you will shrink back in shame. But I am the voice that calls you forward. I am the voice that reminds you, your past is not a prophecy. It is not a life sentence. It is not the final word over your destiny. When I spoke you into existence, I did not design you for regret. I created you for life. I formed you with a purpose that your past cannot erase. Every mistake you have made, every wound you have suffered, every wrong turn you have taken, none of it surprises me. I saw it all before you ever took your first breath. And still, I called you mine. Still, I said you are worthy. You are not a prisoner of your past. You are a vessel of my grace. You are not defined by what you have done. You are defined by what I am doing within you. And what I am doing is greater than you can imagine. So why do you hold on to what I have already let go of? Why do you cling to what I have washed away? My child, I have separated your past from you as far as the east is from the west. Do not bring back what I have already redeemed. Do not chain yourself to what I have already broken. Lift your eyes. Do you not see? The dawn is breaking. The past is not where you belong. Walk with me, and I will show you the future I have prepared, one that is not tainted by regret, but overflowing with grace. You may find yourself looking at your past, wondering if you'll ever truly be free of its grip. Perhaps you think that no matter how much time passes, you will always carry those moments with you, forever weighed down by the mistakes you made, the pain you caused, or the things you wish you could undo. But hear this. The past has no power over the new creation I am making in you. Redemption is not simply a word. It is the very essence of my love. It is the restoration of all things. When I look at you, I do not see the brokenness you carry. I see what I have already made new, what I have already healed. Your past may still be part of your memory, but it is not a sentence. It is not the weight that should govern your life. I have taken your failures, your scars, your wounds, and turned them into the stepping stones of your transformation. What you thought was a mistake, I have woven into the tapestry of my purpose for you. There is no part of your past that is wasted in my eyes. Every tear, every smile, every struggle has been seen and redeemed, transformed into a reflection of my grace. I do not ask you to forget your past, for it is a part of your journey. But I do ask you to let it go. Do not let it define you. Do not let it convince you that you are unworthy of the future I have promised you. You are more than the sum of your past choices, more than the pain you have endured. You are my child, and your worth is not determined by what has been. In my eyes, you are not defined by what you've lost, but by what you've gained through the process of healing. You are not who you were before. You are who I am making you to be today. I take what is broken and make it whole. I take what has been lost and restore it. I take what has been shattered and rebuild it stronger than before. Think not of the years wasted, the choices that led you down a difficult path, or the burdens you once carried. Focus instead on the here and now, the moment when you choose to embrace the freedom I offer you. Redemption means new beginnings. It means that every step forward, no matter how small, is a victory. It means that no matter what has happened, you are not trapped in it. You are moving towards something greater. I am calling you into a future full of hope. Your past has shaped you, yes, but it has not defined you. The person you were yesterday does not control who you will be tomorrow. With each new breath you take, I am shaping you into the person I have always known you could be, a person of strength, wisdom, and purpose. The power of redemption is not simply about forgiveness. It is about transformation. It is about the possibility of starting fresh, no matter how far you've fallen, no matter how long you've been lost. It is the grace to let go of what you cannot change and the strength to move forward in the truth of who you are in me. I have already declared you worthy of a new story. Do not continue to write the old one, my child. Allow my grace to be the ink that writes the chapters yet to come. Embrace the power of redemption, for it is the force that will carry you forward, far beyond the limitations of your past. You may wonder, as you look back at your life, whether growth is still possible. With all that has happened, with all that you have endured, it may seem like you are trapped in a cycle, unable to truly break free and become the person you long to be. But know this: growth is not tied to your past. It is bound to your potential, to the person I have created you to be, and to the future I have set before you. Your past has tried to define you, but it cannot hold you in place. The weight of your mistakes and regrets is heavy, but it is not insurmountable. With every day, with every choice, you have the power to rise, to grow, and to move forward in ways you never imagined. Do not look at your past and believe that it is the end of your story. It is merely a chapter, not the whole book. You are not bound to the limits of what you have done. You are free to step into who you are becoming. Growth is not linear. It is not perfect. It often comes with setbacks and struggles, but these are not signs of failure. They are evidence that you are moving, evolving, and transforming. Do not be discouraged by the pace of your growth. Each day, each step you take, even if it feels small, is progress. The person you were yesterday is not the person you are today, and the person you are becoming will surpass the limitations you once thought were unbreakable. You may have fallen, but falling does not mean you cannot rise. It does not mean you are not capable of growth. Your past does not prevent you from moving forward. In fact, it has only equipped you with wisdom, resilience, and strength to face the future with greater courage. The freedom to grow comes when you understand that the past does not define you. It refines you. The lessons learned from past mistakes, the pain that has shaped you, are not burdens to carry forever, but tools to help you grow. Your past does not confine you. It shapes the foundation of who you are becoming. I have given you the gift of growth, the ability to change, and the freedom to become the person I created you to be. You are not the mistakes you made or the pain you've suffered. You are a living, breathing testimony of my grace and power. With every challenge you face, you grow stronger, With every failure, you rise higher. With every setback, you take another step forward. So do not be afraid of your past. Do not fear the road ahead, no matter how uncertain it may seem. Your growth is not bound by the mistakes you've made, but by the future I have prepared for you. I have already set a path before you that leads to hope, to joy, and to the fullness of life. When you feel overwhelmed by the weight of your past, remember that growth is not about perfection. It's about movement. It's about the strength to get back up, to keep moving, to trust that I am working in you and through you every single day. You are not bound to where you have been. You are free to grow into who you are becoming. You are not what you've done, nor are you the mistakes you've made. You are not your past failures or your past victories. You are not even the person who stumbled or the one who hesitated. You are the person standing here, right now, at the crossroads of what was and what can be. Your identity is not locked in a time that's already passed. It is shaped in the present, in who you are today, and in the person you are choosing to become. The world may want to label you based on what you have done, what you have been through, or the things you have yet to accomplish. But I have already called you by name, and the name I've called you is not tied to the past. It is tied to the now, to the person I see in front of me, my child, standing in the fullness of grace and potential. You are not what you've experienced, but the one who can rise above it, reach beyond it, and shape a future unlike any you've known. Do not let the world's judgment define you. Do not let others' views of your past become the lenses through which you see yourself. You are more than the version of you that others remember. You are more than the labels they have placed upon you. You are more than the story they want to tell about your life. You are a living testimony of my love, a reflection of my grace. Look at the person you are today. Do you see the beauty of the present moment, the strength you have gained, and the hope you carry with you? This moment is where your identity lies. The past is a shadow. It no longer has a claim on you. It cannot define who you are now, nor will it dictate who you will become. I have redeemed you from the past, yes, but I also have a future for you. And this future is not a continuation of what you've known. It is the unfolding of something new, something far beyond your imagination. You are not limited to the mistakes you have made, nor are you chained to what others think of you. You are free to choose who you are now, in this moment, and who you will become. Your identity is not bound by the past. It is shaped by my truth, by my calling, by my love for you. There are times when the memories of your past may surface. There are moments when the thoughts of who you once were may try to creep into your heart. But I say, don't listen. These memories are not your reality. Your reality is here, in the present. The person you are right now, in this very moment, is the person I see and love. You are not defined by what has been. You are defined by what is happening now. You are the one who chooses to walk in my grace, the one who rises up every time the past tries to pull you down. Remember, your identity is not tied to what you've done, but to who you are in me. I have called you into a life of freedom, a life not bound by what has passed. You are free to be the person I created you to be, no longer confined by old labels, old wounds, or old stories. You are more than the sum of your past. You are the sum of my love, my grace, and the future I have planned for you. The past has no power to shape your future unless you allow it. The mistakes, the losses, the missed opportunities, these are moments that have shaped you, yes, but they do not define you. What defines you is the promise I have made to you, a promise of redemption, restoration, and renewal. I have already begun a new work in you, and it is a work that will not be undone by your past. You have been given a fresh start, a new beginning that is not limited by what you have done or where you have been. When I created you, I breathed my spirit into you, and that breath is still alive today, still sustaining you, still leading you into the future I have planned for you. Your past, though it may have its lessons, cannot dictate the person you are becoming. That power rests with me, and I declare that your future is full of hope. It is easy to look back and think about the what ifs or if onlys, to wish you had made different choices or taken different paths. But I ask you to let go of those thoughts. The past is gone, and what remains is the present moment, a moment full of possibility. You are not bound to the mistakes of yesterday, nor are you limited by the regrets you hold. You are free to step into a future that I have already prepared for you. A future that is not defined by what you've lost, but by what you are about to gain. With every new day comes the opportunity to make a new choice, to embrace a new beginning. The journey ahead is filled with potential, and you are capable of far more than you believe. The person you are today is not the person you have been, and you are not bound by what you have done. You are being transformed from the inside out, and every moment is an opportunity for growth. You are no longer defined by your mistakes. You are defined by my love and my grace, and with those, all things are possible. It is time to stop looking back. Your past is behind you, and the future is ahead. There is no need to carry the weight of what has been any longer. I am the God of new beginnings, and I have made you a promise that I will continue to work in your life, shaping you into the person I created you to be. You are more than your past, and the life I have for you is one of purpose, joy, and fulfillment. The key to moving forward lies in your ability to embrace the new beginning I am offering you. I have not called you to remain in the shadow of your past. I have called you to walk in the light of your future. Do not look behind. Look forward and see the path I have set before you, a path of grace, healing, and abundant life. Remember, no matter what has happened, no matter what mistakes you have made, I am the one who makes all things new. And this, my child, is just the beginning. Your story is not finished. You are still writing the chapters, and the best ones are still to come. Your past does not dictate your worth. Your past does not limit the incredible things you are capable of. What matters now is the life you are living today and the purpose you are stepping into. The purpose I have for you is far greater than anything that has come before. You are not the sum of your mistakes, nor are you the reflection of the struggles you've endured. You are a vessel of potential, created with intention, and I have called you to something greater than you could ever imagine. The world may try to tell you that your past defines you, that your failures have somehow disqualified you. But I say to you, it is not the past that shapes you. It is the future, the calling I have placed within you, the purpose that has been written into your soul from the very beginning. I have made you for a reason, and that reason is far more significant than the shadows of what you've left behind. Look within, and you will find the seed of greatness that I have planted in your heart. It is a greatness that does not fade with time, that is not diminished by the hardships you've faced. It is a greatness that rises within you, empowering you to become the person you were always meant to be. Your past is not the obstacle. It is the testimony that proves you are capable of overcoming anything. The truth of your purpose lies in who you are becoming, not in who you were. Every step you take toward embracing your true identity, every moment you allow yourself to move beyond the boundaries of what you once thought possible, brings you closer to the greatness I have designed for you. Your past may have influenced who you are, but it does not have the power to steal your future. The work I have begun in you is far more powerful than the past you carry with you. You are being remade day by day into someone extraordinary, someone who will touch lives, change the world, and fulfill the purpose you were created for. No more looking back, no more second guessing. Your past is behind you, and the world before you is full of promise. Step boldly into the life I have called you to, with the full assurance that who you are today, who you are becoming, is enough. You are more than your past, more than your failures, more than your regrets. You are a masterpiece in progress, a child of destiny, and the purpose I have set before you is yours to fulfill. The only thing standing between you and the fullness of your purpose is the choice to step forward. Trust that I am with you every step of the way. The same hands that formed you from the dust are the hands that guide you toward a future beyond your wildest dreams. I have not brought you this far to leave you. You are destined for greatness, for the life you have yet to live, and that life will be greater than anything you have left behind. Embrace your purpose now, for it is already within you. You are more than your past. You are the living proof that redemption, transformation, and purpose are not just ideals, but realities. So walk forward, knowing that the best is yet to come, and everything you need to fulfill your purpose is already within your reach.